because of that, I want to talk about the cycle of violence, which many people don't probably, as it looks like, don't understand, especially probably in America, and do a little bit like a deep dive into that. It's not going to be a long video, it's gonna be short, there will be cuts because I have to cough, but I did a little point, so if you want to me listening to speak, or you want to learn something new from history, philosophy, and maybe political science, definitely stick out. And I made these new cards, so don't forget to like the video. Nice. You can comment what you think about that event, maybe ring the bell, so you have to enable notifications so you get all of my videos. Subscribe, of course, that's the first that I should have said. And if you like the content really much, you can become a member for some small price to donate to this project. And there is a link to all my socials like Instagram, Discord that we have. It's growing slowly. TikTok, that's gonna get banned. So anyway, let's start. I made a little points in my phone. There is basically the event you probably know. He got like targeted and just gunned down. It happens. It's political violence, let's say, and the history of the humankind is written by political violence, and we today know that it doesn't lead to anything. Why? Because there is a cycle of political violence. Basically, this, which I made like 5 points. There is some grievance stage. So you don't like your leader, you don't like your dictator, king, emperor, you don't like the CEO of some company that like provides you water or something, and you see there is corruption or abuse of power or just a failure to get the results that you actually seek. Then there is some kind of plot, to depose the leader. So if you depose the leading leader, there is the third stage, and that's the power vacuum. If you know what a vacuum is, the old television, there was like this glass tube that you suck out of the air, and if you've seen some rage rooms or something, you basically break that and it fills in with the air at the start, at the end, and it's called implosion. So it's a rapid, basically opposite of explosion, like small becomes big and there nothing sucks in, and that happens with the power, political power too. So what, like if you put it, I will do that in the segment in the next, and then you have usually war's successor, and the war's leadership. In the end, we will tell ourselves why after the historical segment, which is the number 2 historical segment, and there I have 3 like the most famous cycles of violence. First would be Roman Republic. So Julius Caesar assassination is 44 BCE. So what was those five points that happened? So there was a grievance because Roman senators believed Caesar wanted to become a king, undermining republic, which he probably wanted to be. So they did a plot which was for 25 senators, including Brutus and Cassius. You know that pictures. Brutus, why did you do to me, or something? I know that in Czech, Iti Brute, he says. No, don't know how it is in English, but basically he's done. Then there was a power vacuum in Rome, and it led to Octavian, which, and then later Augustus, and he claimed power and became the emperor. So they wanted to keep the republic and not make Caesar a king, and they ended up with the emperor and the more ruthless dictator, basically. So removing one dictator led to a worse dictator. You can see it today. Like, if you are a little bit into geopolitics, you see that on every inch in the world right now. But let's move to number 2, which is French Revolution. And if you like this kind of stuff, definitely wait. I need to find the correct. Definitely comment that, so we can do maybe videos about that. I actually have a second channel that I did not launched yet, that I would love to do, like non-comedy, but this deep dive. But this is comedy too. Everything I do is comedy. So French Revolution. You have King Louis XIV, 16th, Louis XVI, and he was symbol of oppression, taxation, and inequality. If you want to look into that, there are great videos on YouTube. What happened? There was a French Revolution. People risen up, and they executed the king. You know that pictures in Marie Antoinette and stuff like that. So monarchy was gone. And what happened? Again, power vacuum. It always happens, power vacuum, if you don't have a leadership. And radicals like Robespierre took power, and they began the period called Reign of Terror. And there was just this new perfect invention, guillotine. Basically, big blade, go down, go boom, head roll, and it became like every day there was an execution, the most bloody period in basically human history, if you don't count like Aztecs or someone. And it ended up by, Robespierre basically was so high on power that he made a list of enemies, and he said, you in the like the assembly, you go to the guillotine. And they said, well, maybe you should go to the guillotine. And that was how the Reign of Terror ended. And then, of course, the weak people, the weak new system got overthrown by Napoleon. So it again didn't solve anything. And next we have Russian Revolution, which is 1917 to 1924. And this was discontent with Tsar Nicholas II. I had, if you follow me on community notes, I have community, I have like I post quizzes there. So I had a question about Nicholas, and basically the Communist Revolution people again risen up. They exiled the Tsar Nicholas, then they executed him. But the provisional government that risen up, it was made out of Mensheviks, Bolsheviks, and of course we know Lenin took power, and then he gave Stalin, that was even worse than Lenin, and Lenin was pretty bad, like extremely bad. He gave him a nice job to give other people jobs. So then after Lenin died, Stalin took power, and the worst period for Russia basically that ever been. Like, Russia is still in bad period, but that was the worst period. So it again didn't solve anything. And the key lessons from history are that again, it doesn't solve anything, but I want to apply it more into the philosophical insights. If you want to learn something about that, there is a great book by Hannah Arendt. She was German-American. The work is called On Violence from year 1970. And there is basically that main idea observed from history that violence can destroy power but never create it. So you if you want to get the power, you have to get it by legitimate means. So through democracy is best by some like good deed or something like winning a war against defending someone or something like that. But if you just remove someone, it creates a power vacuum and you get worse people. There is other great work from 1651, Thomas Hobbes, Leviathan. Without central authority, life becomes nasty, brutish, and short. In the state of nature, humans live in constant fear, fighting for survival. To avoid chaos, people submit to a Leviathan, a powerful central authority. You have to read these books. If you want to, there is other. I did not read that one. René Girard, or I maybe did. Violence and the Sacred. But let's not talk about that. Let's talk about the current event. What basically will happen right now? Me like a prophet. I'm not, but what will happen? This CEO was kind of good. He was pretty good, actually. What I read, like, he was like nice and stuff like this. So he probably tried a little bit. I know there are problems, people are angry and stuff. But now, when he got this treatment by some random guy, and people are cheering it, only thing that will happen is other person, because that position exists, and they like at night made new like game to get a new CEO, of course. Nobody that's at least a little bit normal, you probably are not normal if you're CEO of big health insurance company, but someone who is a little bit normal and a little bit nice will not try to get that position, because they say, I don't have will for that. I don't care. I don't want that. I want normal life. I don't do that. That's not risk for me. So who will try to fill that position? Somebody who has some issues, who is maybe psychopath, who doesn't care, who will focus on only one thing, and in the end, which definitely will happen, people will get worse treatment, because worse people will fill that position of power. So that's basically the whole video. Maybe you got something from that, maybe not. It's how many? 60 minutes, that's enough. I actually did not cough, so my probably week lying in bed did a good thing on me, so I can maybe record another normal video after this or tomorrow. And anyway, I will just wish you a good night. So I have there another cards, and let me know if it was fun, if it was bad, if you learned something. I don't know. Give me your opinions in the comments. I always read them when I'm trying to sleep. I heard every comment. I read every comment. So good night. suminasai. Magandang gabi. Subratri. Buonanotte. Buonanotte. Radresavat. Jo ei zakat. Good night. Noapte bună. Selamat malam. Na dobranoc. Bună nuit. Buenas noches. Vanan. Kalinihta. Et öt. Annyi ongi museo. Ígeceler. Tužby a la kajer. Dobrou noc, and gute Nacht.